Hey, Century 21 Atwood family, welcome to the October edition of ELEVATE21. We're officially in Q4, and this is the moment where good agents slow down, but great agents level up. This month's episode is packed with momentum, from major platform evolutions that will change the way you do business to powerful marketing tools designed to finish the year strong. We're also diving into one of the biggest real estate headlines of the year, a game-changing merger that has the entire industry talking, and why it positions you for an incredible future. You're not going to want to miss a minute of this one. So let's get into it. Let's kick it off with ONE21 Experience in Las Vegas, April 14th to 17th in 2026. This is the event that redefines what's possible. Inspiration, innovation, and collaboration. And let's be honest, a little Vegas fun. Don't be the person watching the recap wishing that you had gone. Register now on Darwin to grab your seat. Let's bring a full Atwood crew to Vegas. We're back for another amazing market update. And at some point, we're going to say everything stopped, but it's not. It just keeps on trucking along.
Yeah. I mean, last month's update was a little bit more stagnant.
Sure.
And we were saying, well, sometimes no news is good news, and that's fine. But no, trajectory went right back to positive signs, I think, for the month of September.
Yeah. So, like you said, last month we're like, okay, maybe we're starting to see a slowdown a little bit earlier. But nope, picking right back up. So we've got like new listings is up and closed sales is up.
Right. We had new listings up, pending sales up. We're talking 4% and 5% respectively. And sometimes I think when we see new listings go up, we think, oh no, that means there's going to be an oversaturation of the market situation going on. But then we also had closed sales going up 7%, so even more than what we're replacing those homes with on the market.
Yeah.
And so it's okay, fine. If they're selling, then clearly it's a price issue. No, median sales price went up as well, another 2.1, something like that. Even so, so I think it is all signs positive, and it's interesting going into the fall, and people think like summer's over. And I teased this in a previous update as well, that fall is a state of mind in Minnesota. Lest we forget, it was still like 90 degrees here. I went to California for a conference a couple weeks ago, and it was hotter in Minnesota than it was in California. So as long as the weather stays nice, people are going to keep on shopping.
Totally off subject. I have this tree in my front yard that turns the most stunningly beautiful red for about a day, and then the wind comes and it's all gone. But yeah, you're right. It's really more about just when we decide that it's fall, because the weather won't cooperate either way.
Yeah.
We'll just go right from summer to winter. Okay. Now days on market is also up
a little bit.
Like,
up.
What was it? 41, 49 days or something. It is really not, we keep saying this, that's getting to where normal is.
Right.
It's still not even normal, really.
I would prefer more days on market sometimes. I got to be honest with you.
Give me a time to look.
We rush the thing, and sometimes people are going so quick. It's sold the same day it's on the market, and then the lenders are good, thank God, but also like they're flying this thing along. And I go, don't these people have time to pack?
Right.
Like, come on.
I know.
Anyway.
And that's like total days on market. That's not just days until you get an offer, right? So, really, that is still pretty quick. Especially, I mean, if Brian can close them in a matter of 5 days,
right?
Then
he's the problem.
He's the problem. Slow down, dude.
No. Yeah. Although we're both rocking a vest today. It is getting chillier, so I think we may see some of the signs of fall when we come back next month to talk October updates. But I think that's also something you can all be prepared for in your own business planning, right? If things are starting to cool off temperature-wise, what can you do to make sure that it doesn't cool off business-wise as well?
Absolutely. Now's the time you should be heating up in working on your business, right? We spend a lot of time in the spring and summer working in the business, and sometimes we forget you own a business, right? So now is the time to do it. I heard I think it was actually it was a TikTok that Tom Ferry was quoting his dad, Mike Ferry, saying that there are the two most important quarters of the year. First quarter is the second most important, and that's only to play catch up if you miss the most important, which was the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, and we're in it now. Like it feels weird. Like I'm like, we're not in Q4. It's still nice out. Well, no, we're here. Now is the time where you need to be doing business planning. You need to be setting your goals. You can do that right within Darwin. If you need help logging in, let us know. Not us know. Let let your admin know. If you need help logging in, setting those business goals and setting up what you need to set up so that you have a successful 2026. Yeah. Now's the time to do it.
Sometimes those things drive me crazy because they're so, even just within the whole C21 system, you have so many tools at your disposal that are just waiting for you to touch it. And I know there's so many people who haven't logged into their Darwin cloud. And it's just, all the data is right there. When you're saying, I don't know how to set my goals or where should I start? And do I have to go back and try to find all my files? No, it's right there. Yeah. You log in and it'll show you, 2024 graph, 2023 graph, if you were here then too. And then you can start placing things in the 2026 column. Like, okay, if I want to see this much improvement or if I want to see 10% growth, that means my listing count goal for the first quarter should look like this. It'll plug it all right in for you.
Absolutely.
And help keep you on track, keep you accountable. It's something to at least try. You never know if you don't put it out there and, manifest it for yourself in the start of the new year.
Absolutely. And do set your goal, and create that action plan of what you're going to do to reach that goal. And then, reach out to the resources you have. We have amazing tech. We have amazing tools. We have amazing system, but even more importantly, we have amazing people. Really incredible people, some of the best. When I think about like Linda and Kevin and Carla and Michael Atwood, just really, really great people who are here to support not just your goal, but your plan, right? Tell us your plan and how we can help support that, and we'll get there together.
Do you remember, it was a couple of years ago, it was like our first new year with the Darwin platform in our company across all of the offices. So we did some kind of incentive initiative for people to get in and just put a plan in the system.
Right.
And those who did put a plan in had a more successful year that year. Like that's what they say, you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? It's just the power of being intentional and putting it out there somewhere that you can see and keep yourself motivated to, and it clearly works. So
yeah. All right, y'all. We come in every month and we tell you what happened in the last month. We don't want to come across as reactive, but we are looking to what's going on over the last month, so that you can set a plan for future months. So now's the time to do it. Get in there, get into Darwin Cloud, or ask one of us how you can get in, and we'd be happy to help you, so that we can get this plan ready for you, so that you know where you're headed for 2026. Over the past several months, my son Benton and I have been making our way through the Marvel movies in chronological order. Not release order, chronological order. Needless to say, it's a commitment. We started with Captain America, the First Avenger, worked all the way through the post-credit scenes, and just recently got through Endgame. What I love about the Marvel universe is that every hero has their own story. Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, each one could carry their own blockbuster series. They have unique personalities, specific strengths, and loyal fan bases. But when they come together, they become something entirely new. They don't lose their identities, they amplify each other's strengths. The sum becomes far more powerful than the parts. And that's exactly what I thought of when I saw the news about the Compass and Anywhere merger. Now, this is a $1.6 billion all-stock deal that will create a $10 billion powerhouse. Together, the new company will represent 341,000 agents and around 18% of the residential real estate market. This isn't just two companies merging. This is an Avengers-level assembling. Think about Anywhere's portfolio. Century 21, Coldwell Banker, Sotheby's, Corcoran, ERA, Better Homes and Gardens. Each one is a superhero. Each has the strength to carry its own franchise. Now add Compass with its tech muscle, innovation, and bold strategy, and you've got a team up this industry has never seen before. So let's talk about why this is happening. This is happening for a reason. Our industry is shifting. NAR is facing serious challenges. Zillow continues to chip away at listing agent power. Commission structures and MLS systems are evolving. The traditional guardians of our industry aren't as steady as they once were. So what do the biggest players do? They unite. They pool resources. They build something stronger, more resilient, and more capable of empowering agents in a changing landscape. This isn't a retreat, it's a power move. And here's where it gets really exciting for us. Century 21 isn't a bystander in this story. We're right in the center of it. We're one of the original Avengers. We bring global recognition, trust, and a legacy of results that spans generations. Compass brings cutting-edge technology and innovation. Anywhere brings unmatched scale and operational strength. Together, this combination unlocks the ability to give buyers and sellers an experience no competitor can match. We're talking stronger marketing platforms, smarter CRMs, predictive analytics, more efficient systems, expanded global referral reach. And through it all, Century 21 retains its identity. We don't become a sidekick. We remain a core hero in the lineup. Now, let's be clear. This doesn't happen overnight. Just like the Avengers didn't form the day Tony Stark came out of the cave, this merger has a process. Regulatory approvals, shareholder actions, debt assumptions, systems integrations. Regulators will look closely. Shareholders will have their say. Technology and operations will evolve. Experts expect this deal to close in 12 to 18 months, likely in the second half of 2026. That's not a light switch. That's a story arc. And that timeline is good news. It gives us time. It gives us time to learn. It gives us time to adapt and to prepare and to lead. Whenever something this big happens, there are always two reactions. Some people will freeze and wait. Others will seize the opportunity and build momentum. This merger gives us access to tools, scale, and platforms that smaller brokerages simply won't have. It enhances our reach, strengthens our competitive edge. It positions us to walk into a listing appointment and say confidently, I have the power of the most recognized brand in real estate, backed by the largest real estate platform in history. This is about leveling up, not replacing who we are, but upgrading the gear we bring into battle. Iron Man didn't stop being Tony Stark when he built the suit. He became more powerful because of it. That's what this merger means for Century 21 Atwood agents. Of course, there will be challenges. Mergers bring operational changes, cultural blending, and tech learning curves. It might feel like switching from PC to Mac overnight, but the opportunities far outweigh the challenges. We'll gain tools that help us deliver better service, faster, smarter, and with more precision than ever before. And no technology replaces your local expertise, your relationships, or your ability to guide clients through one of life's biggest decisions. So what can you do right now to thrive? Number 1, strengthen your personal brand. That's your superpower. 2, stay informed. Follow Century 21 updates closely. 3, lean into new tools early. Be the early adopter. 4, reassure your clients. Your service doesn't change. And 5, collaborate internally. We're strongest when we assemble as a team. All right, gang, this Compass Anywhere merger is one of the biggest shifts our industry has ever seen. But just like in the movies, it's not the merger that determines the outcome. It's the heroes. It's the team. And that's you. This isn't about fear, it's about momentum. We're standing at the beginning of a new chapter, and Century 21 isn't just in the room, we're at the center of the story. The Avengers are assembling, and we're ready. All right, Brian. I feel like we sometimes come in and we're talking about all these things, and sometimes it's like a little overwhelming.
For sure.
And people I think they need an episode where we just talk about something that's just, it feels good in your soul.
Calm
so
and
let's talk.
Yeah,
exactly.
What do you got?
Just sunshine and rainbows. I was thinking about talking about the government shutdown.
Oh my gosh.
Just one of those things that makes us all sit back and take a deep breath and love what we do. So. Mm-hmm. like with everything lately, it feels like there's all over the place on both sides, left, right, up, down, sideways, just misinformation.
Absolutely.
Or misunderstanding is maybe a better way to put it. Perpetuated misunderstanding. So we've had people saying, "Oh no, what does this do to loan types with the government shutdown?"
Right.
And I say, well, if the government's not here, then we don't have to pay our mortgages.
Did you get your loan from the government?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. No, that's. But there's obviously it affects people in some way, if not just in their own head.
Yeah, so we'll actually be sharing a post here shortly, just kind of talking through what it is doing to different loan types. For the most part, and it feels weird to say this, but for the most part, it is business as usual, right? We continue on, we're showing homes, we're selling homes, we're financing homes. Yeah. No problem there. The biggest one that is not super common in any of our markets, though I think it should be, are USDA loans. So during the shutdown, USDA is not able to fund, well, technically they're not funding, but they're not able to guarantee or provide any new commitments for new USDA loans. If you have one that's already gotten its commitment and it was just scheduled to close, that's still fine. They can honor that, but they can't issue any new commitments. So we do have a few clients right now looking to use USDA. It's a fantastic program, but we will not be able to close until the government is reopened.
Okay, so if you have if you have a listing in a rural area that would qualify, you might just want to reach out to them and let them know, hey, when they go, how come it hasn't sold yet? Because it's been 2 weeks since I listed with you. We're getting that. Right. First of all, the market shows that it's like 41, 49 days on market, so just calm down. Also, two, we just kind of lost our USDA buyers.
We did, right? So unless you are currently under contract and they already had their commitment from the USDA, that can be honored, but nothing new until the shutdown's over.
Okay.
So I will say too, that is actually unique to USDA. So FHA is a government loan and VA is a government loan. Neither of those are affected. So those are still proceeding as normal. Conventional loans, of course, proceeding as normal. It is just the USDA that cannot provide new commitments right now.
Got it.
Yeah. So aside from that, one other thing is with the shutdown is rates. Right? So as we've shared many, many, many times, is bad news is typically good for mortgages, right? It feels backwards, it feels awful, but we want to cheer for lower rates, which means higher unemployment and less jobs and more economic stress.
Yeah.
So it is weird like that. But so in my world, where we thought the shutdown was going to happen and then it did, we're like, okay, rates are going to start coming down fast. And they got a little better. But then it flattened out. And the reason is because what they're really fighting about is not just funding, it's more policy issues.
Right.
And so investors still feel pretty confident in our economy, even with this shutdown going on. Yeah. So rates have improved a little bit, not drastically, but enough to just, where we are today compared to last year at the same time is a massive difference.
Yeah. All right. So I just kind of talked about, if you have a listing that is in a rural area that might qualify for USDA. So that's your active clients, right? But one thing that you've heard me talk about is being the agent for life, okay? Right. You are not just their transactional agent, you're an experiential agent. And I've talked about, like, every time you get sick, you're not like, oh, I should start looking for a new doctor. Every time you have a, issue going on in life, I wonder, I should maybe start researching, lawyers. You have these people that you go back to. Be that agent that people go back to. And one of the ways you do that is through not just the transaction and building trust, but reaching out to them and building trust long term, which even involves things that aren't part of a transaction, but helping them through the life of their home, which could include potentially an opportunity to refi.
Oh, absolutely.
And we've already got some great stuff happening with refis right now.
Right, absolutely. And one thing I like to remind everyone too is that a lot of times realtors feel like it's not their place, right? It's like, oh, that's the financing side. That's let's leave that to the loan officers. And the problem is we've all experienced this too. The number of solicitations people receive in the mail, on social media, random phone calls, just being blown up constantly because it's public data that they bought a house, and your client is sometimes receiving hundreds of messages per month from who knows who, right? It's not just the local loan officer or us that's reaching out. It's all these big box places. So it is your place to help protect them and guide them and give them good answers. And if you want to connect, and we all have a phone call, I've done that a few times recently, saying like, hey, my client's a little overwhelmed by all these letters. Can we just all chat together and I'll help make sure it makes sense? I love that, right? I love that. Sometimes it does make sense. Sometimes it doesn't, but then they have the right answer.
So I know the last month, last 30 days, you've been doing quite a few refis.
Yes.
And we were just in the other room kind of clicking on it.
Right.
I say we, he was, I don't math, you guys, you know this. You're clicking on your, calculator and calculating how much you've saved people just in the last 30 days.
Yeah, absolutely. So we looking back at just really the last month and the opportunities that come up. And what's funny is we turn a lot of people away, not saying don't talk to us, saying like, it's not your time yet.
Sure.
We focus on all refinances have costs. There's never a free refinance. You'll see letters that say there are. They don't exist. Yeah. But when we have those conversations, say, hey, compared to the cost, your monthly savings makes sense, we can jump on it and knock them out. And in the last 30 days, we've been able to reduce the monthly payment for our clients by a combined total of nearly $6,000.
That's crazy.
$6,000 that our clients are saving every month.
Wow. Can you save me $6,000 a month? My mortgage isn't $6,000 a month, but that you could pay me to live there. I would appreciate that. What does $6,000 buy you anymore? I don't even know. I haven't looked. I don't know. I've lived in my house for longer than you should, because apparently the average is 5 to 7 years. I've been there for like 8.
Sure.
So I need an agent to help me move.
There you go.
No, I'm going to get a ton of calls. Hey, don't call me. Call your, not past clients, your current clients that transacted years ago, and let them know that now might be a good time to refi. And who knows, right? They might say, actually, we've been thinking about selling the house.
Right.
Oh, look what you just did. Or they'll be like, now is a good time to refi. Thank you so much. Yeah, and they're going to think that you're the best agent ever, and then they start referring people. So always keep in touch. And Michael and I were just talking about fourth quarter is a time to really work on your business.
Sure.
As the temperatures and the market cool, you should be heating up.
Yeah.
And really working on your business. What a great time. You couldn't have been given a better gift when the market's slowing down, that the rates are starting to drop. And so now you can reach out to people and be like, hey, I have a thought for you. Let's talk about refi. Well, I was thinking about selling. Great. Why don't we put you on the docket for, later this winter or spring?
No, absolutely. And just understanding that refinancing is a tool. It's not just about reducing your monthly payment. That is a path that is great for some, but the cash out opportunities, both to take care of debt. We could do a whole episode too, based on the current debt in the country, just trillions of dollars. Yeah. And we have clients that we're talking to saying that, they didn't want to give up their low interest rate on their mortgage, but they've got a ton of other liabilities with a significantly higher, and we balance it out. And we're like, we'd be saving so much money. Right. And then other tools too. We just had one of our realtors that reached out recently because their client wanted to buy a piece of land. And instead of going through the land financing process, we took equity out of their home to buy it cash.
Sure.
So it's a great tool to help the real estate business too. Yeah.
I don't want to get real personal here, but I was sharing with Brian, I will not give up my crazy low interest rate. I won't give it up. Like so many people, and I'm going to get so many phone calls now. Matt, did you know that? Yeah. Okay, get it. But I was like, I won't give it up. I also have this HELOC that's a lot more.
Sure.
And I don't, but I've heard people that are like, well, I have $120,000 I owe on my house, but only at 3.5%. But then I have $100,000 worth of credit card debt at 18%.
Correct.
Okay. Right. So anyway, Brian's like, I don't have that situation, but my HELOC is higher. And he's like, yeah, you should refi and combine them. Right.
Right.
And you'd be saving money. I'm like, what? Like, sometimes even for people in the industry, let alone, we all think that our clients just should know.
Right.
I'm in this every day, and it didn't occur to me. Right. Yep. So reach out to Brian, or like you said, join a call with some of your clients and see what you can do to win this. And it's going to build so much trust.
Correct.
It really is. So really great advice. And we're looking forward to next episode where we talk about the government not being shut down.
Oh, hope so.
Luxury agents, this one's for you. The Luxury Livestream Course is happening November 4th and 5th from 11 to 3 p.m. in collaboration with the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing. You'll learn directly from Century 21 luxury ambassadors Laura Heigl and Sarah Gunnup, plus top luxury voices from across the brand. It's 2 full days of deep dive learning that includes a full year of Institute membership and tools. You must register for this live stream, so go ahead, scan that QR code now.
Big news. The brand new Century 21 Preferred Client Club dashboard is live. You can now enroll clients directly through Xpressdocs available in the Productivity Hub on 21 Online. This upgrade makes it easier than ever to stay top of mind with your clients automatically and beautifully. Scan the QR code to watch the how-to video and get started today. Next up, something big is happening behind the scenes at MoxiWorks. The new MoxiRISE Platform is rolling out. This update brings all Moxie tools together under one streamlined system. It's faster, easier, and smarter with deeper integration between your tools. The first product to make the move is Moxie Engage, your CRM. Expect a cleaner layout, improved usability, and better workflow tools to help boost your productivity. This is just the beginning of a full evolution. Rise is built to take your business to the next level. Looking to give your website a refresh? New templates are now live in Moxie websites under the page builder. These templates are designed to help you show how you guide clients through the home buying and selling process and to generate more leads. They're easy to customize, beautifully branded, and totally built for today's buyers and sellers. Add them to your website today and make your Moxie website work harder for you. All right, social lovers, your November social media is available now. Also, don't miss out on the Q4 social drop. This is our biggest drop of the year, packed with ready-to-post videos, graphics, and templates to keep your content fresh and your brand consistent through the holidays. You can publish directly from Canva or make a quick copy to customize. Whatever works best for you. Just make sure you're posting because consistency builds trust and trust builds closings.
Now for one of my favorite parts, recognizing our top performers. From our $1 Million Club members to our multi-million achievers, your drive, passion, and commitment are what makes Century 21 Atwood shine. Keep leading the way. All right, here's our $1 Million Club. Give it up for Drew, Pam, John, Belinda, Dan Baker, Leanne, Lynn, Jeff, Rob, Michelle, Trent, Crystal, Chad, Keaton, Laura, Wayne, Tim, Laura, Charlie, Shauna, Dan Holla, Kelly, Julie, Tara, Gretchen, Cindy, Josh, Emily, Katie, Roger, Ann, Nancy, Jenny, Brian, Bob, Jen, Deanna, Dean, Joni, Rick, Mary, Ken, Ruth, Robin, Dan Gilderman, Linda, Dick, Michael, Valerie, Melissa, Julie, Lindsay, Cheryl, Savannah, Lynn, and Sharon. Here's our $5 Million Club. Jeff, Bill, Craig, Pete, Sarah, Bonnie, Dan Ness, Ellen, Deb, Rhonda, Dan Winger, Nathan, and George. And our $10 Million Club, Leslie, Rick, Samantha, and Jody. And a big congratulations to our $25 Million Club achiever, Candy Dykman. This month, we're celebrating another round of anniversaries. Every milestone tells a story of growth, consistency, and relentless commitment. Thank you for being a part of the Century 21 Atwood family and continuing to elevate this brand year after year. So join me in wishing a happy anniversary to Samantha, Kyle, Tim, Mark, Kevin, Wayne, Bob, Rick, and Stacy. These testimonials from your clients remind us why we do this, because extraordinary experiences create raving fans. This one's for George Bodnia in our St. Louis Park office. I sure appreciate you, George. It was my brother's home who had passed away with zero family in the area. I'm not even familiar with his friends. Thank God for George. He helped navigate through a rough situation my family faced with honesty and integrity. George has my high recommendation for anyone needing a good guy with lots of critical contacts in the prepping and selling of a home. I live in the UK and George handled every aspect for me from so far away. From Sandy in the UK. Sarah House in our Fergus Falls office. Communication is key, and Sarah is good at it. Thank you for keeping us updated throughout the process of selling our property. Every question was answered and all bases covered at each step. 100% satisfied with our real estate services from Sarah. From Casey in Evansville, Minnesota. All right, and here's one for Karen Kimball in our St. Louis Park office. Karen was the greatest realtor anyone could have asked for. I've tried to sell my house once before with no marketing or priority to attract a buyer. Karen was constantly looking for people to look at my house. She used several forms of media too, and did so much more. I'm handicapped, and she even came over and helped me prepare for showings. Wow, you don't get that from other realtors. She kept in constant contact and helped me learn how to do things on my computer. I have to call her my Wonder Woman. From Evelyn in Hugo, Minnesota. Utilize multiple channels of communication, such as calls, emails, and social media to help with lead follow-up. As we wrap up October, remember, the difference between a strong finish and a forgettable one is action. You have powerful new tools at your fingertips. The Preferred Client Club dashboard to keep your clients connected. MoxiRISE to streamline your business. Fresh websites to capture more leads. And ready-to-go social content to keep your brand top of mind. But tools don't create momentum. You do. This is the time to lean in, stay consistent, and show up for your clients and your team. Together, we've built a culture that leads with heart, supports one another, and never settles for average. So let's take everything we've covered this month, put it into motion, and finish 2025 stronger than we started. Stay focused, be relentless, and let's keep elevating together.